Roll up, roll up. We're back again with the Arab Cup. Algeria return to FIFA Arab Cup 2025 as the defending champions, the reigning champions of this competition. And once again, it will be taking place in Qatar, in the Middle East. They have got all these fancy stadiums from the World Cup, so might as well make good use of them. So the draw's been made for the group stage. This tournament will be taking place, well, there's some playoffs taking place first at the end of November, and the 1st of December it all kicks off for the FIFA Arab Cup. And I have to say, the timing of this tournament might be a problem because it's literally a couple of weeks before the Africa Cup of Nations starts. Now, we know in the Arab Cup, the teams can only pick players that play their club football in North Africa and the Middle East. Now, in this summer's transfer window, you might see a lot of movement where even more players are there. So, I've got to wait and see in terms of the squad. But I would say from the off, that Algeria are not going to take the big hitters that they're going to take to the AFCON. There's no way you're going to see Riyad Mahrez, Hussam Aouar, these sorts of guys play a full Arab Cup because they can, because they play in Saudi and then go on to play in AFCON. It's simply too much football. You saw what happened last time. You take players from the Arab Cup win straight into the AFCON in Cameroon, it burns them out. So a little bit later on, we'll look at a potential Algeria starting 11 to take to that tournament. But as of right now, the group stage draw, Qatar in Group A as the hosts. They're with Tunisia. Now, of course, Tunisia will be almost certainly going through as well alongside the host nation. But Tunisia in pot 2, that's a surprise. They've got a good squad. A lot of their team plays in Tunisia, of course. Last time they did bring a couple of others along, like Hannibal played. He won't play this time. But Qatar and Tunisia are certainly going to make it out of Group A. Qatar taking West Ham's old manager, Julian Lopetegui, can you believe? So he will be the man leading them into that competition now. Syria and South Sudan have a playoff, and Palestine and Libya have a playoff to complete Group A. I'd expect Syria and Libya to win those playoffs, but I don't see those two sides causing too much trouble. Though you never know, Libya could do something. Got to wait and see. Group B strong, you've got Morocco and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia almost certainly with the full strong squad playing in the Saudi League, managed by Hervé Renard. Morocco, that have got a good crop of local players still, even though the bulk of their main teams in Europe. So you'd expect Morocco and Saudi Arabia to come out of that one. Oman or Somalia in the playoff. Oman, Yemen or Comoros. The thing is about Comoros, literally their whole national team plays abroad. So a local Comorian side is not going to be that good. So I actually see Yemen making it in that playoff in Group B. In Group C, I think it's a little bit tight. Egypt could go very strong. Very strong. You know, the bulk of the team, Ahli Zamalek, even Pyramids FC, could go to that competition. Of course, you know, people like Salah are not going to go and play at Marmoush, but still, Egypt can field a very strong team in that competition. Jordan are a good side. UAE are a good side. They might both even be at the FIFA World Cup next year. And I think Kuwait will win the playoff against Mauritania. But Egypt, Jordan, UAE, between those three, it's going to be tight. I'm telling you, it's going to be tight. And of course, us, the reigning champions, automatically in Group D. We've got Iraq, which will be a good game, but almost certainly we should have enough to beat Iraq, even with Majid Bulgaria's local side. He's got to speak to Petkovic about which players he wants to bring to that competition. Bahrain or Djibouti, I think Bahrain and Lebanon or Sudan. Sudan have a very good local team, and even their main national team, most of them play in Sudan. So I think Sudan beat Lebanon to make that group. And what's interesting is Algeria will play Sudan in the Arab Cup group, and 3 weeks later, or 4 weeks later, they'll play Sudan in the AFCON group. Now, how similar are those Sudanese lineups going to be? Because if Majid Bulgaria beats Sudan with his local team, there is absolutely no excuse for Petkovic to not beat them. So the pressure might be on Petkovic, the fact that might have Sudan in that group. So that's going to be interesting as well. So those are the teams in the tournament. Now, of course, like I said, you can only take a North African, Middle Eastern based side. So I'm not going to include Mahrez. I'm not going to include Aouar. A couple of others I'm not going to include. This is right now what you could potentially see. A local keeper in goal, let's say Ben Bout from Yusma. Yusuf Artal could easily be the right back. Tugay Abdellaoui could easily play centre half. Chetty could be the left back. Kandusi and Bendubka. Now, Kandusi might go to AFCON as well, but is he going to be a starter there? We're not sure. So you could see Kandusi going. Belaili and Baghdad. Belaili, this cup's perfect for him. I've said many times on here, I don't need to repeat it. I would not be taking Belaili to the AFCON, but Arab Cup, and you see him in the last one, perfect competition for him to go to. Even Baghdad Bunjak can play up front here. Bulbina, if he's still in Algeria, can play here. Yassin Brahimi, still at it, he can play here. Adamul Nurse is a player that could easily play a cup like this. You can't see him going to the AFCON, can you? Imagine Adamul Nurse in this. It'd be fantastic for him and really, really a good watch. So, roll up. The Arab Cup is back. What a year of football we've got. We've got the Chan, we've got the World Cup qualifiers, we've got the Arab Cup, we've got friendlies, and then we've got the Africa Cup of Nations. So it's all going to be happening over the next few months. So stay tuned in, stay locked in. We are back with the content. So what are your thoughts on the Arab Cup draw? Let me know in the comments down below. It's certainly going to be a good tournament. Remember the last one? Belali's goal against Morocco from like the halfway line. Qatar getting a penalty, then we got a penalty in like the 20th minute of added time from that referee Marciniak. Brahimi running the pitch in the final, scoring against Tunisia to win the cup. It's certainly going to be a fantastic tournament as the FIFA Arab Cup returns. So let me know if it's a tournament you will be looking forward to. The playoffs between the sides not qualified yet will be in November. 1st of December, we'll see the opening game between Qatar and Palestine or Libya. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What players would you like to see feature? Would you take Maradona? I wouldn't risk any injuries, I'm telling you. I'll see you next time.